Yesterday when I got home from work, I had a huge box waiting for me. This is my haul. I got a huge box waiting for me, and that was because I think so many things had been shifted and changed, and so I just happened to get it all in one setting. Now, one thing that I am going to say, since I got a huge box, this has never happened before. I do order a couple Funko Pops through them, so if you're not aware of some of the problems with Funko Pops, if you don't order many of them in advance, they can go out of stock quickly. So sometimes if they're available, I will try to order a few through DCBS. However, this time, so I ordered this one. The boxes, they were smashed. They were totally smashed. Now, I was okay with it because I take almost all of mine out of my boxes, right? But if I were a collector and I got this box in the mail, like this is what it looked like, right? It was all smashed. Like, most collectors want their boxes to be in pristine mint condition. This would not be acceptable. So this was not a fluke, right? It happened. I got two in this box. Even this one, the plastic was smashed in. You can see, look at the bottom, the side. So I'm going to tell you that this is really the only time that this has happened. Mostly DCBS is amazing. I think it was because the box was so huge. But you're also going to see that one of my books got damaged. And they're usually so good with packing. Again, I think it was just such a huge box that people threw it around as in transit because it was so heavy. Let me go ahead and go through my haul. So I did get a couple of Funko Pops. I actually got another copy of this Batman. It wasn't too badly damaged, but since I had another one, I actually took this one out of the box, and I have to say that they look really good out of the boxes. So let me go ahead and go through my haul. So for graphic novels, I got the complete collection of Batman Earth 1, and I was surprised at how thick this is, right? So I'm really looking forward to jumping into that one. I mostly buy Epic collections. So I got this Epic collection, which is Volume 8 of The Amazing Spider-Man from 1973 to 1975. And I'm telling you, these are the best. I mean, that's one of my favorite images from a Spider-Man comic. Look at that. All right, I also got this Volume 8 of The Avengers, Kang War. This is also from that awesome period of 74 to 76. And 76 is right around where I started collecting. So this is getting into that era. And I think a lot of the covers are George Perez. I don't see them. Yeah, George Perez art inside. So, I mean, George Perez is going to be amazing. This is Star Wars Volume 2 of Tales of the Jedi. I have so many of the Star Wars books, and I haven't read a single one of them, so that's going to change. I'm going to go through them all and start reading them. I got this Batman Deluxe Edition Volume 6. I have all the volumes. I love these Deluxe Edition oversized format. The art is just great. So next, I have a Generation X from 94 to 97. This is Volume 2, and I'm going to admit, I truly dislike 90s comics, right? It's kind of when I stopped collecting, but other people, this is when they start and this is what they love. So I'm not going to put it down. It's just, it was so different from what I was used to as a kid. And, but I am going to give all this stuff a try. I'm not saying all the art is bad. It's just, maybe it was just the time that my interest waned in comic collecting. Like, it's a lot of this, right? It's basically women sitting around. Like, nobody sits around in their house like that. The next one is also from 1991. This is Volume 8 of The New Mutants. And these are the ones that I'm going to read first. And I don't know which one to read first. I really want to read both. The first is Ed Brubaker's The Fade Out. So I have the collected edition of Kill or Be Killed, and it's one of the best comic books I've ever read, right? And so I highly recommend that you get Kill or Be Killed by Ed Brubaker. And also, Sean Phillips is the artist, and they both work so well together. There's this. I'm looking forward to reading this Fade Out, and I'm also really, really looking forward to reading The Ice Cream Man Volume 1. Right, this is a horror anthology, but this has gotten so many good reviews. Now, this is unfortunately the one that got damaged, right? So if you look at it, I can live with that. That's a little bit. But then look at the back cover. It got smashed. So I'm not so much of a purist. I don't keep my books because I think about selling them someday. But I do like them to look nice, right? Because for me, this is art. So this bothers me. Although when I put it on the shelf, I'm not going to see it much. But, you know, I mean, if you're paying money for something, you want it to look nice. Now, I do have to, again, say, DCBS has always been amazing. I usually never have any problems. It was just that this was such a big order. Maybe it would have been better if they split it into two. Next, I got 2 poster books. I haven't opened these yet. I just got them yesterday. So I got the Jenny Frison, and if you've seen my other videos, you know how much I love her work on Wonder Woman. So you can see the back. So these are all the posters that are... Okay, so this one is J.H. Williams III. I actually don't know much about this artist, so I have to look into this. Now I'm about to go into my biggest disappointment of the lot, and that's this. I bought this Shadowhawk Chronicles, and I hadn't realized that it was newspaper quality. It was like those old Marvel Essentials. I did pick up a couple of magazines. I'm trying to get into these new magazines that are being put out. They're not replicas, but what they're doing is they're trying to mimic the style of the 70s horror magazines. And so, I mean, look at that cover. It's gorgeous. I was so happy that this came in pristine condition. That, after I read it, that's going in Mylar. I got one, the DC Black Label. So it's a magazine style, and it's called Rogues. I know I bought it for the cover. I do usually get these in the collected editions anyway, but I like the cover of that one. I got this Mad, and it's all about monsters and stuff, so I got this one. I haven't read Mad in a long time. This one came creased. The spine is creased. Not that big a deal. I mean, it's a Mad magazine, but hey, you know, like I said, if you're buying something as a collector, you want it in nice condition. I've also been getting into these. They have a lot of these in hard edition, hardback edition, and they're beautiful. But I like these soft cover editions. A lot of people complain about the colors. I don't mind. The colors are like vibrant, and they do harken back to the era. Also, I love, you know, the full page spreads and these things are worth it for the price, right? They only have a couple of them out. They're released by Dark Horse. So if you're interested in these old horror comics, then you should be jumping on those. And I also got a bunch of comic floppies, you know, single issues, and I'm actually going to make a separate video about that because I feel this video is already too long. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and go ahead and watch these videos if you haven't already seen them. Thank you so much for your support.